Hello and welcome back. My name's Tyrock1999, the master of classic game Let's Plays. I'm so excited that you're joining me for part 2 of my Resident Evil 2 Leon A Scenario Let's Play. I'd love it if you gave me a subscribe so you can catch all the videos I come out with. But don't do it yet. No. Watch me first. Check out a couple more of my videos. I want to earn that subscription from you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get back to the game. You've once again stepped into the world of survival horror. Good luck. Before we continue, I'm going to drop these ink ribbons off. I don't need them. See what I did there? So this gun has a 3-round burst, but if you're good on the trigger, you can do like a controlled 2-round burst, or even a 1. There's a 2. That way, if you suspect that a zombie is almost dead, you don't have to waste more shots than you need to. Alrighty, so apparently there was some craziness going on outside and a helicopter pilot crashed through the side of the RPD building. We're not going to figure out why this helicopter crashed until we do the B scenarios, so that'll be something to ponder in the meantime. This poor zombie was either standing in the hallway or he was a passenger on the helicopter. Got lit on fire. So, unlocking that door will give us a shortcut down to the mailing room that we'll utilize in a little bit. Man, this scene's gruesome. He's been pecked to death, that poor guy. Look at that. What a terrible way to go. Hey! Jump scare! This game actually has a lot of jump scares. The arms busting through the boards earlier, those crows on the glass. So here is the other half of that chopper that went down. You can see it destroyed partially that water tank above it, which is lucky for us. That's going to be a prime way to put out all that fire. This scene has quite a few zombies, but they're actually really easy to avoid. Just kind of stand there for a second or two, and the girl zombie and her yellow-shirted companion will kind of saunter towards you and give you more than enough room to get around them. So this little building, it appears to be like a power grid. Always like this. It probably hasn't been working for some time. Nothing special. Leon's not impressed, I guess. Here is our key item for putting out the helicopter. Some cartridges. Looking good. Let's see what's on the other side of this. Oh, or not. Zombies. What? No thanks. So, I love that part. That part is absolutely brilliant. You know, it's a jump scare, first of all, but more than that, it's you, the player, getting attacked during a moment in the game that's supposed to be always safe. You know, those door animations, they're loading screens. You're not supposed to have any threats during them. And what's so great about it is it instills a sense of dread in the player for the rest of the game. You know, what other things can happen during these loading screens? Are there going to be more zombies coming through doors later in the game? It's always in the back of your mind, and it's a brilliant thing what Capcom did with that. Let's crank up the pressure on this bad boy. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to get a rupture and put out the fire. Not bad. While we're here, let's top the old VP70 off. Here's another little secret. Another hidden box of handgun cartridges. Taken from the helicopter pilot. Now that the fire's put out, we can go back to the flaming hallway and see what it was blocking. Mercifully, those crows are just sitting on the windowsills. It gives us plenty of time to run by. It's really annoying getting pecked by the crows in any of the classic Resident Evil games. A hidden door. Well, hidden by the flaming helicopter, that is. This room is cool. It's where Chief Irons stored all of his odd collectibles and statues and paintings. An armored stone statue. The stand reads, Tyrannos, the brave, revives with 2 lights. Ruby number 1. While I'm here, I'm going to pick up this shiny key. And ruby number 2. Another plug for us. I like the plugs. They're a real odd key item. You get them, and you're wondering, how am I going to use these? They're like chess pieces. Kind of gets your mind moving. Let's take a stock of our inventory. Get rid of the handle and the plug. So that shortcut that we just unlocked to the mailroom, we're going to use that right now. To get down to the first floor, and near the door we need to unlock with our diamond key that we got near the statue. This scene is cool. I'm gonna go ahead and stop moving and let you listen to it. Hear the zombies moaning in the background? The whistling wind, the moaning zombies, this has just layers of atmosphere. It's thick out here. I love it. Now we're in the back of the mailroom. Get some ammo from a fallen comrade. Double check the map, make sure I'm not wasting our time. We're all good. Remember that zombie that's laying on the ground? That's not set dressing. He is active. So if you touch him with your foot, he's going to take a bite. That was smooth, I must say. Probably gonna run empty pretty soon, gotta be careful. Yep. You know, this isn't an MLG speed run, so I don't always like to reload my gun in the menu because it's cool seeing the animation of Leon dropping the mag and putting a fresh one in. I really like that Capcom took the time to make a little magazine object drop out of his handgun as he does his reload. Much like how I mentioned in part 1 how they took the time to have the empty shell cases being ejected by his pistol bounce off the environment. This item right here, this power cord, is optional, but I highly recommend getting it. You're going to be in this room anyway, and it is really, really useful. I'll explain why in a moment, but it is very much worth getting. Whoa, liquor! The room the liquor came from is unlocked, and it's another little optional room. I'm going to take us there anyway, though. I'm also going to mix this red herb here. On the plaque outside the door, it says it's the observation room, so this is, you know, where you'd watch the person being interrogated in the other room. You'd watch them through the glass that the liquor destroyed. On this table is a small key. I'm not going to take it. I'll tell you where we use it, but I don't need it. I already used the small key earlier to get the stock for the VP70, and that's the important thing. Just wanted to show everybody what's going on there in case you were curious. Little Stephen King reference here on the wall. It reads Red Rum. If we have any The Shining fans in the audience, you'll understand what that's about. Now we're going to go and do the final use of our diamond key. Be able to toss that sucker. This item box is a lifesaver. I'm so happy they put it there. So convenient. A little bit of light rearranging here. Alright. I'm satisfied. So, that small key that I just decided not to pick up, it's used for this drawer right here. All it gives you is a first aid spray. Like I said earlier, I don't even pick up the first aid sprays. This game gives you more than enough just regular healing items, and I like staying sharp, not having to lean on them. Speaking of healing, that liquor decided to slash my toe, so let me take care of that. We're only in caution. Oh, or let me not take care of that. I deposited all my healing items. So instead, let's live dangerously. In a hallway with no monsters. What can I say? Yeah, I got an idea. This is gonna work out good, actually. I got an idea. Get rid of that key. So it said storage on the little hanger outside the door. This is where they have a lot of filing cabinets. They probably stored evidence here. And lots of zombies. This should be our reload. Yep. Okay. We're not done quite yet. You turn around extra slow when you're wounded, so to bait these zombies out here, I'm going to back up. And then just run forward. That way I don't have to worry about turning around, wasting time doing that. And since I set auto aim on, Leon will just whip around for me and we'll get to go to work. There's another one back there too. There's a lot of zombies in this room. This is one of my favorites. You know, if you come in here unprepared, you know, your first run through the game, oh, it's exciting. If you don't have a shotgun on you or the burst VP70, you're in for a wild time. And that is why this worked out well for us. I just got some film to develop, so I'm going to take it down the hall, develop it, and heal myself. I don't remember what's on this film. Most of the time I don't develop them on my regular playthroughs. Let's do it. Film A. Code G Human Body Experiment, 9/15/1524. So, if you've played the first Resident Evil, that'll look awfully familiar. Now, I'm not saying that scene is from the first Resident Evil game, but its arm looks like a tyrant arm, so that'll look familiar to you. I'm in caution, so I'm just going to use the double. I need to use a full heal. Here's a pro tip. To save space and also have some extra firepower, what I like to do is fill my shotgun magazine fully, up to 5, and then put the ammo back in the item box. With the burst VP70, aside from a boss fight, there's no situation where you're going to need more than 5 shotgun shells at a time. So that way you have some extra firepower in case you need to gun up, and you're still inventory efficient. And I'm going to head and gun up for the next room, as a matter of fact. This music is great. Talk about tense. If you remember, this is where we left Marvin at the very beginning of the game. He's at the front of this room, and it looks like he crawled himself back here. Give Marvin some rest. If your timing's really good, you can usually shoot him and avoid some damage. I don't always do it properly though. It's sad to see Marvin go. He's a cool character, especially that they fleshed him out in the remake of this game. But what is cool about that scene is that's the only time in the classic Resident Evil games you get to see a character turn into a zombie in real time. So that's a great scene. Memo to Leon. To Leon S. Kennedy, congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as a part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard from all the guys at the RPD. It's not the first day Leon was expecting. That's really bittersweet. Use this convenient item box one more time, because we're about to hit a stretch of gameplay where there's not going to be any item boxes available for a little bit. Back to the mailroom. Alrighty. Let's use this heart key. Discard. Love that. Gonna go ahead and grab these 2 green herbs. Now notice the gaping holes in these windows and how there's a red electrical wire running between them. Don't those seem like it would be awfully easy for a zombie to get through them? The answer is yes. And luckily, I have this electrical cord to go ahead and wire them up and close the shutters. Now, the game presents you with a choice here. You can either close these shutters here, or you can close the shutters in the hallway where you see the very first liquor, where the blood is dripping from the ceiling. And what you want to do is close the shutters that I just closed, because the hallway with the liquor, you never have to walk through it at this point in the game. You've opened up enough shortcuts and alternate ways where you can avoid that hallway completely, and it's not a problem. It's not a concern. These dogs, as long as you're prepared for them, you can stun them very, very easily. One pistol shot will knock them on their side, and you can handle them pretty quickly. That's if there's only one. In this next hallway, we're going to have a couple, and I'm just going to step out, have them come to me. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, it's getting exciting. Hey. MLG gamer moves. Not bad. This underground area has a lot of optional content. This is one of the rooms that is optional. There's a door down here that's locked, and to unlock it, it requires 2 things. The first thing is to supply power to it, which I'm going to do right here. Reserve power control panel. Power can be routed to the areas with insufficient power using these 5 switches. Using all the power may cause a short and cut the power supply. All that means is that you need to get the needle onto the perfect amount of voltage, which would be 80 in this case, because it's the number that's red. And all you have to do is move the switches up, the first switch up, the next switch down, and just alternate that, and it will work. Down. Hey, hey, piece of cake. Alright. There's a map over here. This area is pretty simple, but I'm going to grab the map anyway. The police B1 map. Will you take it? Yes, I will. Let's take a look. Alright, lots to explore. I don't know what that is. I was hitting X to maybe get some flavor text, but there isn't anything, so some kind of machinery in the corner. I love the music in this hallway area. Just listen as I make my way. Isn't that great? Talk about dread. Parking. Here we have some police cruisers. Looks like a SWAT van right there.
uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben. He's one of those reporter types, always looking for a scoop. I heard he was locked up in the cell block, only there's a wrecked car barring the entrance. I've been trying to find another way inside. If we work together, we can move this thing. Give me a hand here, will you?
Good old Ada. She's a great character. Mysterious. She's looking for, like she said, looking for a reporter named Ben. Why is she looking for Ben? We'll find out eventually. I think there is a healing item. Yep, in the back. I have plenty, so I'm just gonna skip that. I think it's really, really fun that Ada, she'll follow behind you. It's not impressive by modern standards, but they didn't have any of that in the original Resident Evil game. It's nice that they added it for this one.
808!
Classic. The 808. Leon loves the 808. We're gonna hear that a lot.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right? Get up, now!
What do you want? I'm trying to sleep here.
I think it would be easy to sleep
Is
in a
this the
situation
guy?
like this.
Ben, you told the city officials that you knew something about what's been going on, didn't you? What did you tell them?
And who the heck are you?
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John. He was working for a branch office of Umbrella based in Chicago, but he suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. I heard a rumor that he's here in the city.
I don't know anything. And even if I did, why would I want to tell you?
Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
Love Leon banging on the door.
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell. Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Great.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive in this building.
What?
Look, if you want to live, then you're gonna have to leave with me.
But do you even know how to get out of the city? There's a kennel in the back of the building. Inside the kennel is a manhole. Go through and it'll lead you to the sewer entrance, but it won't
We got a
be
plan.
easy.
All right, I'm going.
Get out of here before you lead it right to me. Ben, he's a little prickly of a character, but he's actually a good reporter. He is determined to expose corruption, and he got unlucky getting caught in the city during this outbreak. Gotta hand to him, it's pretty smart to lock yourself in a cell as far as safety goes. I mean, regular zombies, no chance of getting through there. I feel like a licker would have a hard time too. They're really strong, but I don't think it would be a simple task. Here's the kennel area. We have the dogs in there. In case you didn't know, those dogs, they're actually, their official name is Cerberus. That Umbrella gave them. few areas in the game where we encounter spiders. The spiders love the sewer in Resident Evil 2. So we have an item box in this room, and I'm going to do something that's unnecessary, but will make things a little bit easier down the line as far as inventory management goes. So we have all these plugs, and I can finally get rid of a couple of them. I could get rid of them all at once because I don't have all the plugs yet, but if I use up 3 right now, I don't have to carry 3 later. What do we have here? It's tightly locked. The panel on the right appears to open it. If you take a look at the panel, it looks like a panel to release the lock. There are descriptions for the plugs. King plug insertion, rook plug insertion, bishop plug insertion, knight plug insertion. Mercifully, the game just puts them in the right spot when you select them. Thank you, Capcom, for doing me a kindness. Not the case in the remake, but the remake makes it into more of a puzzle. So it's actually pretty cool what they end up doing in the remake. I'll save that for when we play it. Nothing in this corner except for another cool camera angle. See the fluorescent light. There's our girl Ada.
Ada? I don't think I've introduced myself yet. My name's Leon. I'm with the RPD.
Ada's not impressed.
It's a dead end.
You think we can get upstairs through this shaft? Give me a boost. I'll go and check.
Now we get to play as Ada. Ada's got some style. When she aims her gun, she actually holds it sideways. She shoots it faster than Leon does also. Leon's regular, unupgraded VP-70, that is. Obviously, she doesn't shoot it faster than the burst gun, but her regular shots are better than Leon's regular shots. Unless you get the alternate costumes for Leon, and then he holds his gun sideways also and shoots faster, which is really fun. This is a kind of tedious puzzle, if you can really call it that. It's just spacing boxes. Not the most exciting thing in the world. The goal is to move these boxes in line so I can fill this tank area and then walk across them. It's a callback to a puzzle in the first Resident Evil, which is basically the same thing. Except for in the first Resident Evil, after you do the puzzle, you go down to the very, very cool Aqua Ring, one of my favorite areas in the whole game. And this fills it up with the septic water. Or I suppose it might not be septic, but it certainly doesn't look clean. You can't drink it. How about that? And we get the next key. Let's go ahead and examine Ada's pistol. Browning HP, aka High Power, manufactured by FN, Belgium. It uses 9mm parabellum rounds. She also has a key item that's a picture. A picture taken fairly recently. Ada's character is a callback to the original Resident Evil that Capcom expanded upon. They did a good job doing that. It's really cool. We'll go into greater detail on that when we play Resident Evil 1. This area is an extra area for Ada, but it's worth it to get a box of shotgun shells for our boy Leon. Nothing on this side. This is a Claire scenario thing. Thank you, dogs, for being docile. Made it real easy to get past them. It's appreciated.
Leon, can you hear me?
Ada, did you find anything?
Right here. Think fast. Here's one more. Hey, I can't reach the ventilation hole. I'm going to have to find another way around. I'll catch up with you later.
What? Ada, wait!
There it is again, the Ada waits. Ada wait. It's in the shape of a club. We got a lot of saves. Alright, inventory's looking good. I can just consume that that mixture of healing herbs if I run out of space. Getting poisoned by these spiders is extremely annoying. I'm glad that I did not get hit there. They're not guaranteed to poison you on a hit, but when it does happen, it is not fun. Gonna run out of here. I don't feel like fighting any dogs right now. I like all the signage they have for the different doors in this game. Like, for instance, it says parking on the wall and above the door. It's just really nice attention to detail they went to. The backgrounds in this game are, they're so chock full of details. You hear that wheezing? That's why I brought the shotgun. I'm gonna run up and give him a point-blank hit. That went very smooth. I'll take it. So, the weapon storage, like I said earlier, it's electronically locked. We need to do one more task before we can open that, because there's a card reader on the left. I need to get a card. Oop! Oh! That was close. Autopsy room. And it's just as intimidating as you would expect in a zombie apocalypse. This is probably on the top 10 areas where I wouldn't want to be in a zombie apocalypse. That is so cool that falls. What we got in here? Card key. Raccoon Police 1990X0401 gate system. After taking that, you get up. Not bad if I do say so myself. That was some good dodging. Let's use that card key. So Resident Evil 2 has a very, very cool system called the zapping system. And how it works is certain items carry over from Leon to Claire's games. And one of those item sets is what's in this locker. A Mac 11 submachine gun and a side pack. And I actually like to take neither of them for Leon. I'm going to save that for Claire. Oh, unless it's going to force me to. In that case, I'll take the side pack. Wow, it's going to force me to. I learned something new today. Oh, good. Okay, it didn't force me to. That was wonky. So what the side pack does, it would give me 2 more inventory slots, and then the Mac 11 is just a fully automatic weapon that's really good. But Leon definitely does not need it. He has the shotgun, he has the burst VP-70 pistol, he gets a Desert Eagle later. Leon is not in need of a submachine gun. Claire, on the other hand, it's nice having the submachine gun. So I'm going to save it for her. I'm going to be courteous. And I just give her the item pack, too, while I'm at it. Leon's campaign is easier than Claire's, in my opinion. Shotgun shells over here. Another hidden ammo cache. Lot of hidden ammo caches in this game. I think all of you are coming to learn. There is a ink ribbon in this locker. No need to take it. I got plenty. Here's the real prize. Magnum. Desert Eagle 50 AE. The AE stands for Action Express, in case you were wondering. A high-caliber Magnum pistol. It uses powerful .50 AE rounds by IMI Israel, aka Israel Military Industries. That's what the IMI stands for. Now they're called IWI, Israel Weapon Industries. Same company, just with a name change. We got a document here. Watchman's Diary. August 11th. I finally had the chance to see blue skies for the first time in ages, but it did little to lift my spirits. I was reprimanded by the chief for neglecting my duties while I was up on the clock tower. There's only one thing I still don't understand. The chief seemed to be more concerned about the fact that I was up on the tower rather than I was neglecting my duties. What's going on in that tower? Why was access to the tower prohibited in the first place anyway? September 5th. I recently talked to the old man who works in the scrapyard out back. His name's Thomas. He's a quiet man and really seems to enjoy chess. He even went so far as to design a special key and lock engraved with chess pieces on them for one of the doors in the disposal yard. So that's why there's that odd door in the sewer area underground with all the chess plugs that I slotted in. We made plans to play chess tomorrow night. I can't help but wonder how good he is. One thing that's been bothering me about him is the way that he's always scratching himself. Does he have some kind of skin disease or is he just rude? September 9th. Thomas was a much better player than I had imagined. I used to think of myself as a fairly decent player, but he did a pretty good job of humbling me. About the only thing I imagine that could match his skills in chess is his appetite. All the guy did was talk about food throughout the entire game. He sounded fairly healthy, but he didn't look quite right. I wonder if he's okay. September 12th. I was supposed to play another game of chess with Thomas, but he had to cancel it because he hasn't been feeling too well. He stopped by to see me, but I told him to go back and rest since he literally looked like The Walking Dead. He insisted that he was just fine, but I could tell he was really having problems. Come to think of it, I haven't been feeling too good myself lately. Watchman's diary has been filed. So that's an interesting one because that diary takes place over a span of a couple days, and obviously Thomas and our diary writer, whose Desert Eagle we just took, they're turning into a zombie. Now, the reason why, at least I think, that it's taking a couple days for them to make the transformation versus Marvin, who transformed within the span of a couple hours, is because Marvin was actually wounded. There's no telling how many times he was actually bit by zombies, so I think that would accelerate the process. Let's use that spade key. And I think this is the last spade key door, so we can finally toss it. Press room. Use the club. Oh my gosh, it's a club. I'm sorry. Can you tell that I don't play card games? This key is useless now. Discard? Yes. Yeah, the spade is the thing that looks like a diamond, I think. What do we have here? A picture of a man on a carriage. Something is on the wheel. Light the queen, the king, and the jack. Then the carriage will start running. I'll take the film. So a little bit of destruction in this room. Not too bad though, some knocked over chairs. And here's our king, queen, and jack. It's totally messed up. They're not lighting, though. Luckily, you can light a fire here. And also, luckily, Leon always has his trusty Zippo on him. Number 12 has been etched. Will you turn the faucet on? Yes. Number 11 has been etched. Will you turn the faucet on? Number 13's been etched. And that was not the right order. Let's give this another shot. There we go. That's an easy puzzle. You know, there's only 3 things to light, so if you don't know what you're doing, just a little bit of trial and error, you'll get it. Just middle, right, left. And now we have our cog. Question is what to do with it. Well, there's an area connected to the library that I haven't explored yet, and that's our answer. I'm gonna need another item first, though. If you remember way back in the beginning when I pushed that step stool and grabbed the crank on top of the shelving units near the liquor, I'm gonna need that. Let's get rid of that while I'm up here. Not gonna need the Desert Eagle quite yet. I will want the shotgun though, because now that we've got the club key, did the first the sewer section the first time, and you come back, there's some more liquors to deal with. I brought this ladder down earlier. It's a really convenient Shortcut. Here's our liquor. Preparation, I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference in this game. I mean, you can only be so prepared in your first run, but on subsequent playthroughs, it is night and day. And here's what I was talking about the zombies coming through the windows. Recognize that hallway, the liquor hallway? Little do they know I'm never going back there. And if I hadn't boarded up that other hallway that I did, or, well, released the shutters, they go through there instead. I don't believe it's random either. It's either they go through those shutters, or if you close them up, they go through the other ones. The game kind of defaults to the more challenging route for you. All right, we're up in the gears of the clock in the watchtower area that the guard whose diary we just read, where we got the Desert Eagle, was referring to. First thing we have to do is use the crank to drop the staircase. And then use the gear and push the button. Here's the night plot. An old dust chute. Will you jump down? Yes. It's going to save us a lot of time. Because it's going to take us back to our buddy Ben, the reporter.
No! Get away! Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer!
Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story.
Ben.
Bitter irony. The chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him
Lime's
pay.
great.
Hang in there, Ben.
Oh, my chest! It's burning!
What's wrong?
Oh, what a way to go. Did not deserve that.
Good God, what was that?
Mail to the chief. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have lost the Mansion Lab facility due to the actions of the renegade operative, Albert Wesker. Fortunately, his interference will have no lasting effects upon our continued virus research. Our only present concern is the presence of the remaining STARS members, Redfield, Valentine, Burton, Chambers, and Vickers. If it comes to light that the STARS have any evidence as to the activities of our research, dispose of them in such a manner that would appear to be purely accidental. This is the chief of police we're talking about. Continue to monitor their progress and make certain their knowledge does not go public. Annette will continue to be your contact throughout this affair. From William Birkin. So William Birkin, a scientist from Umbrella, is telling Irons to do this. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. I have deposited the amount of US $10,000 to the account for your services this term as per our agreement. The development of the G-Virus scheduled to replace the T-Virus is near completion. Once completed, I am certain that I will be appointed to be a member of the Executive Board for Umbrella, Inc. It is imperative that we proceed with extreme caution. Redfield and the remaining STARS members are still attempting to uncover information on the project. Continue to monitor their activities and block all attempts to investigate the underground research facilities. William Birkin. So Irons is working with William Birkin from Umbrella to double-cross the STARS in the hopes that Birkin will move up the ranks in Umbrella and will be a powerful contact for him. To Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. We have a problem. I have received information informing me that Umbrella HQ has sent spies to recover my research on the G-Virus. There are an unknown number of agents involved. They must not be allowed to take this project away from me, as it represents my entire life's work. Search the city thoroughly for any suspicious persons. Detain any such individuals by whatever means deemed necessary, and contact me immediately through a net. With these precautions, any possible threat should be eliminated. I will not allow anyone to steal my work on the G-Virus, not even Umbrella. William Birkin.
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada, wait! Hey! Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Okay, let's use that last plug. Dodge these 8-legged boys down here. Yes. And the second one, go wide. Yeah, buddy. Acid spit attack missed and everything. This is a prime time to save, so I'm going to do so. And also, make some preparations. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. I'm not going to drop off the ink ribbons. Doesn't really matter right now. This disgusting creature. What a great design. It puking up its babies is just disgusting. Don't worry about the little ones. We're all good. 7 hits from the Deagle, aka... Oh, get off of me. The Deagle, aka the cannon. Oh my gosh, the thing's so powerful. Boss is done. Took a couple bites from the little babies. No big deal. That's where it's nice using the Mac 11 with Claire. So you can just stand there and blast the boss, which is just called G. Blast them, and then when the babies start coming towards you, just aim down, you kill them, and then just get back to blasting the boss. It works great.
Ada! What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid.
You tell her.
Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. As an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
Leon does have a sense of honor and duty. And it carries through the various games that he's in. Yeah, he just kind of wants to help people. This is great. The water coming out of those pipes will collide with your character's model. Gonna skip these blue herbs. Don't really need to pick those up. There's like an infinite use, like blue herb plant that we'll come across. More ribbons. And so, part 2 of our Resident Evil 2 Leon A scenario Let's Play comes to a close. If you enjoyed it and you think I deserve it, give me a follow and a like and maybe even leave a comment. If you think I suck, go ahead and tell me in the comments. Don't worry, I can take it. It's just going to make me stronger. If you prefer alternate platforms, I'm on Odyssey and BitChute. All of my videos are there. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to you coming back for part 3. Thanks, everybody. Bye.